Hey guys, it's time for your next lesson. Can you guess what it's going to be about? Okay, well, it's not just going to be monkeys. It's going to be animals in general. So this week is going to be all about animal behaviors and animal traits, specifically the survival behaviors and traits. So it's going to be really cool. So of course I had to show a little monkey and had to play some monkey music, some old music way before your time, but perhaps your parents know this song by the Monkees. So in any case, what is this thing we're going to be learning about? Well, guys, this lesson is going to be a little bit different than all the other lessons. It's going to be different because I'm not actually going to teach you all these things. You're going to discover it. So let's get started. So we are talking about animal survival traits and behaviors project. Yes, another project. So these PowerPoint slides that you see up here, you guys have to download. They're in Canvas. Just click on it. And obviously, when you download it, you'll get your own copy. And then you'll write your name and your period right there where it says for you to do so. So what exactly is this whole survival trait behavior thing? Well, guys, if you think about it, all animals have some sort of unique trait that helps them to survive, some sort of a trait or behavior. So when I say trait, I'm talking about like the way they're designed. So all animals have some sort of design in the way they're made that helps them to survive in their environment. Also, all animals have some sort of behavior, something that they do that helps them to thrive and survive in their environment. Now, evolutionists call these traits adaptations. But they're just things that animals, the way they are, like I said, structurally, the way they are, or something that they do that helps them to survive, that helps them to thrive in whatever environment they live in. So you guys are going to do a project. What is this project, Miss Okay? Well, first of all, step 1 says to read the list of animal survival traits and behaviors on slide 4. So why don't we do that? So go right over here to the list. Now, this is by no means an extensive list. We all know there's way more behavior and traits out there than what's here. But here are just a sample of 12 of them. We have long neck, camouflage, exoskeleton, horns, sidewinding. What's that? Okay. Shelled eggs, poison, large ears, mimicry, echolocation, web making, and chisel-like beak. So there are 12 basic animal traits and behaviors that are listed here. And of course, they're all kind of mixed up. So for instance, a trait would be like the long neck. That's something that the animal, it's a structural thing, right? An animal either has a long neck or it doesn't, right? So that's a trait that the animal has. A behavior would be like the sidewinding. That's something that the animal does, okay? So step 1 is for you to take a look at this list and choose 8 to investigate. There's 12, choose 8. So I suggest start with the ones that you are like a little bit unfamiliar with, okay? So if you look on this list and you're like, what's that? Pick it. Because the whole point of the project is for you to expand your knowledge. So I want you to start with things that you don't really know. So pick first what you're not 100% familiar with, then go to the ones that maybe you know a little bit about, but be interesting to find out more. And then towards the end, choose the ones that you obviously know. So I would go in that direction. However, like I said, choose any 8, okay? And then, let's go back here. So you're gonna choose those 8, and then guys, I want you to think about 2 of your favorite animals. What are your 2 favorite animals? Now I'll tell you mine. My number 1 favorite is the blue-footed booby. They're so cute. In Spanish, they're called piqueros. They are absolutely adorable. They are found only in some islands out there by the Galapagos Islands. Galapagos Islands are islands off of Ecuador. And they're just so stinking cute. In any case, I'll show you more about the blue-footed boobies later. But that's my number 1 choice. And then my number 2 favorite animal are pandas. They're just so cute, little fuzzballs. Those are my 2 favorite. Think about your 2 favorite. What are your 2 favorite animals? So kind of get them in mind. Okay. Then you're going to think about what are some traits like characteristical traits, like what in the structure of the animal, what do they possess to help it to survive? Think about behaviors. What kind of behavior does my favorite animal have that helps it to survive? So I'm going to think about those things with my blue-footed booby and my panda. That's what's going to be in my mind. Okay. Now, when I design my project, I'm going to put one slide per trait. Okay. So if I chose 8 traits or behaviors from the list, and then I have 2 of my favorite animals, that means I'm going to have 10 slides. This is a 10 slide project. I cannot emphasize it enough. 10 slides. Don't give me 9. Don't give me 8. Don't give me 11. Don't give me 12. It's a 10 slide project. It's really important. Okay, 10 slides. Every slide is going to have a different trait and a different animal. Now you may say, hold up, wait a minute, Miss Ogeen. I can think of an animal that has at least 2 of the traits on your list. And I'm going to say, great job, but you still have to have a different animal per slide. So even if animal A has traits 1 and 2, okay, that's fine. Choose one of the traits to emphasize on that slide for this animal here, okay? You can mention that it also has this other trait, but that second trait must still have its own slide with a different animal. See what I'm saying? So 10 slides, 10 different animal for the 10 different traits. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. What's going to be on the slides? Picture. Gotta show a picture of your lovely animal. Give me the name of your animal. Now, all animals have a scientific name. You can give me the common name, panda, blue-footed booby, whatever, okay? And then you're going to research the primary trait that you're focusing on. Your animals may have multiple traits. Just focus on one. So like that list, that's your focus trait or behavior. So if you're doing side winding, that is the focus. So you're going to tell me in that slide how this animal uses side winding to survive. If your trait is, web making, okay, that's the focus. So how does this animal use web making to survive? You know what I'm saying? So you got to have a focus on each slide. After you focused on that one trait or behavior, then you can give me the 3 interesting things. So now you can incorporate other things about that animal. So maybe this animal does web making, but it might also camouflage. It might also do whatever, okay? You can mention that here, that's fine. But just remember, every slide has a different focus. So even if my one animal, if my focus was, let's say, web making, and this animal does camouflage, that's fine. I can use camouflage again on a different slide with a different animal. Does that make sense? Because I didn't focus that on this slide. Does that make sense? So let's say if this slide, let's say my slide is focused on web making, that's my focus. But this animal also camouflages. Camouflage was not the focus. So I can use camouflage again as a focus. Does that make sense? So now I can say, now this animal uses camouflage to survive, blah, 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 and go from there. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense, okay? In your interesting facts, throw in whatever else you want about your animal, anything interesting. Guys, this is learning. So don't just give me the easiest things. Like, really read about your animals, learn something about them, something cool, just a little reading. I'm not saying, read the encyclopedia, but do a little reading, learn something about these animals. You'll be surprised at some of the things the animals can do. Each slide should have a rubric. Notice, each slide has a rubric because you've got to grade yourself. Why am I making you do this? Because everybody should be getting an A on this project. Everybody should be getting an A on this project because you are grading yourself. I'm going to go back and just double check your grading, but you are grading yourself. So do not give yourself a 0. If you're missing something, then put it in. Plain and simple. If you look down the list and you don't have it, put it in so you can get the points. Plain and simple. Everyone should be getting this. No one should get anything less than like 100% on this, seriously. Okay? Next thing, cutting and pasting information. As we learned earlier, plagiarism. No plagiarism. You are obviously having to research all this information. You got to give credit where credit is due. So wherever you got your info from, you need to cite it. And you need to cite it using what? Can you guess the 3 letters I'm about to say? Yeah, you know what I'm going to say, right? You know it. MLA, baby, right? You need to use MLA format. Oh my gosh, Miss Okay, we haven't done that in forever. You're right, we haven't, but let's go back to that. I'll do a quick review on how to do it. There is a video under, I believe it's in your modules, it's the how-to videos. There's another how-to video to do your MLA format, but I will do a quick tutorial towards the end of this video. So have your website, have your information. Huge thing, guys. Do not, with a big do not, cite google.com, wikipedia.com, britannica.com. What is that? Okay? No. That's like giving me a book saying, oh, it's in here. Oh, what do you expect me to read the book? I'm not reading that book. You need to tell me where you got the information from. You need to be specific. So you need to give me the exact website that you use so that when I click on the link, I can go to the exact website that you got the information from. Don't give me a search engine. I am not searching Google for your one website. I don't have time for that. Okay, so no, you need to give me the exact website. All right, and I will go over that again towards the end of the video. All right, so let's take a look at this rubric. This one here. Okay, so here's an example of the rubric. Excuse me. Here's an example of the rubric. My throat is just dry because I'm doing so much talking. But here's an example of the rubric. So every slide, you're going to put this rubric on. Picture of your animal. That's 2 points per slide. There are 10 slides. So it's a total of 20 points because it's 2 per slide, right? 2 times 10 is 20. Okay. The benefit of the trait. You need to tell me your focal trait. The side winding, the long neck, the big ears. How does that trait, how does that behavior help the animal to survive? You are going to focus on that. That is 5 points per slide. There are 10 slides. It's a total of 50 points. 3 facts, not 2, not 5, 3. And guys, like I said, make them interesting facts, like something you really thought was interesting. 5 per slide, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, and your citations were 3 points. That's 30 points. So you're getting 25 points per slide for a grand total of 250 points for the entire project. You grade yourself. So every slide you're going to say, can I give myself 2 points for a picture? Can I give myself 5? 5, 5, 5, 5, 3? Can I give myself 25 points for this slide? If you cannot give yourself 25 points, then go back and fix it. Don't give me half-done work, guys. You know what I'm asking for, so do it. If your citation's not right, then fix it. I will show you how to fix it. Doing MLA is not difficult. It's not building a rocket here, guys. I'm telling you, it's not that hard. I will show you how to do it, and you need to learn it because you're in high school. This is it. You're going to be doing MLA like from now to forever, so just learn it. Especially if you're going to go to college. Hello, we use APA, MLA, there's all kinds of citations. Learn how to do it. It's not that difficult, I promise. So you should not score yourself anything less than 25. Nothing less. If there's an error, fix it. Then I'm going to go back behind you and just double check you. Okay? So here's an example. Give me 1 second, make sure I click the right slide here. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so let's say my animal trait or behavior was Maine. Now, obviously, Maine is not on the list. That's why I chose this one. Okay, all right, so Maine is the trait. Okay, obviously, it's not a behavior. It's something that an animal possesses. So a lion contains a mane. Now, you probably may have thought about a mane being a survival trait, but it is. Remember I told you? I think I said it, but in nature is very purposeful. Okay, People do things for no reason, okay? Not nature. Nature is all about survival. It's all about being able to keep the generations, the survival of the species, and put that word. It's about survival of the species. What do I have to do to keep my species alive? That's what nature's all about. Animals and plants. Plants do the same thing. Plants, it's all about how do I stay alive? How do I keep my race, my species living? What do I have to do? That's what this is all about. So everything is purposeful. Everything's purposeful. So even the mane of a lion is purposeful. So what is the benefit? So notice that I highlighted it. The animal trait of behavior is at the top, and I named it specifically, mane. This is what I'm focusing on. You see that? See how I did that? Okay. I named my animal, lion. Okay. Now the benefit, it scares other lions and attracts a mate. That's how it survives. Because if I want to survive, I got to make cubs, right? Well, how am I going to make cubs? Well, first of all, I got to make sure that Mr. Lion over there don't come into my territory. You stay over there, buddy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to scare you with my mane. And I got to get a girl, right? Lioness, look at me, right? Okay. So I got to attract a lioness. So that's what the mane is for. 3 interesting facts. Now, when I was reading up on this, I didn't realize this, never really thought about it, but it can be really hot. I never really thought about that, but it's very hot for them. Parasites can live in manes, which now that I think about it, does seem very logical. I just never really thought about it. So I read it, I was like, oh, that's interesting. This one really blew my mind. It's something I never thought about, is that the thickness of the mane actually changes depending on the temperature. So when it's hotter, it's thinner. When it's colder, it's thicker. It makes sense. Once I read it, I was like, oh, wow, that makes sense. But it was I never really thought about. That's why I put it down as my interesting fact. Okay. Notice my citation. Oh, it's an MLA format. Ooh, yeah, it is. Okay, so now I'm going to grade myself. Let's see if I can do this. I should. Uh-oh, is this thing on? Can I write? I have a new little gadget here, but I don't really know how to use it, to be honest with you. I'm wearing this for the first time. All right. I think, no, I don't know how to do it. Anyway, okay, it's all good. I should have asked before I started this video, but anyway, so I'm going to grade myself. Are you ready? Grade myself with me. Okay, so picture of animal. Can I give myself 2 points? Cha-ching, yes, because I have the animal there. Benefits. Did I specifically say how the mane benefits the animal? Yes, I did. 5 points. Interesting fact. Did I give 1, 2, 3 interesting facts? 1, 2, 3. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Yes. Is my citation an MLA? Yes, it is. I give myself 3 points. I add them all up. I can give myself 25 points for this slide. Thank you, Miss Ogie. There you go. All right. So I'm going to have 8 from the traits on the list that I gave you, right? Here's one of my favorite animals. Remember I told you to choose, you're going to choose 8 from this list, right? Then you're going to do 2 of your animals, 2 of your favorite animals. So here's one of my favorite animals. This is my blue-footed booby. So notice I titled it My Favorite Animal. You see the difference? So when you do your 8 traits, I want you to name it directly on top. The trait you're focusing on. Sidewinding, long neck, big ears, chisel-like beak, whatever it is, name it specifically here so that I know what you're focusing on. Make sense? When you get to your favorite animal, label it my favorite animal. Well, what is the name of your favorite animal? Mine is the blue-footed booby. Look, I think they're so cute. Gosh. And they have the cutest mate dance in the world. It looks like this little like stomping waddle thing. It's so adorable. Anyway, what is the beneficial trait or behavior that I'm focusing on? I'm focusing on their blue feet. Their blue feet are used to attract mates. That's why they're so blue. It's like, you know, it's just so cool. I just think it's the coolest thing in the world. It's like, look at my feet, baby. They're nice and blue, you know? But anyway, so that's the trait that I'm focusing on is the blue feet. And how does it benefit? It attracts a mate. See how I have the 2 things in this one section here? See that? Okay. So I named what the trait was and how it's useful. All in this one little section here for my favorite animal. So you're gonna do the same thing. When you do your favorite animal, when you get to this section, tell me what is the trait or behavior and how does it help them to survive in that one little sentence. Notice how simple my sentence is. Did I copy and paste that from the website? No. I read it and then I put in my own words. See how simple it is? Did I use big extract? No, just very simple and to the point. That's what I want you to do. Interesting facts, live in the Galapagos Islands, dives in the water for food as high as 80 feet. It is amazing to watch these guys dive in the water. Amazing. Interesting fact number 3, during mating rituals, they do what they call a high step strut, which means they do like this thing with their foot like this. It is just the coolest thing in the world. Also notice that I have a citation here in MLA format. All right, so let me grade myself. You ready? Do I have a picture of my animal? Yes, 2 points. Do I have the benefit of my animal, including how it helps? Did I name the benefit and say how it helps? Yes, I did. That is both here. So that is very, very important. So yes, like I said, make sure you have your reference in MLA format. I will show you that in just a moment. So let me grade myself. I was able to grade myself. I got myself 2 points for the picture. For my trait, my 3 interesting facts are all here. My citation is in MLA format. I gave myself 25 points. Yay! I am good to go. All right, so let's briefly go over how to do the citation for those that don't remember. Okay, so this is the website that I use to get information about the lion's mane. So this is a website that I read. Very interesting article, but as you can see, it wasn't very, very long. So what I did was, with the website still up on my screen, I opened up a second tab. I personally like using citationmachine.net. I just think it's really easy. There are other citations out there that you can use. Citationmachine.net. They have easybib.com is another one, but I just like this one. Okay, so I go here. I'm only going to make a citation. I'm going to do MLA format. You see here, it's telling me that I have a website. I'm going to put the website here. So I'm going to go back to the website I was just at. I'm going to go up to the URL, do Control-C so I can copy the link, go back to here. I'm going to paste it here, Control-V, and I'm going to search the website because I need them to find it. All right, so once they found it, they're saying, is this it? Is it the lion mane link to climate? Yes, it is. So I'm going to click Select. Look at what they found. They found everything on the list except for the publisher and the sponsor. All right, that's the only thing that they were not able to find. So I'm going to go back and see if I can find it. So when I go back, the sponsor is usually like the main name of the website. So like this one is what they call Field Museum. That's what it's called. So let's see. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to tell them, yes, go ahead and do the final step for me. Now, interesting enough, see how it says the web title is Field Museum? So the web title and the sponsor apparently is the same name. So I'm just going to kind of leave it. It already has the date. Interesting enough, look at the author's name. They kind of have a little error here because the author's name is Bruce Patterson. So I'm going to fix that. I made a little error there. So do make sure you check though, check it. So his first name was actually Bruce. Or I could just put B. I can use the first initial too. I'm going to take the B off of his last name because he's not B Patterson. His last name is just Patterson. So I just double checked everything. Looks like everything else is still pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and click citation. And there it goes. Here it is right here. This was, let me delete this. This is from earlier when I did this. I did a little practice run beforehand. Okay, so I'm going to be using, whoops. Go ahead, clear. Okay, so I'm going to be using this one here. I'm just going to click copy. See, copy here. And then I'm going to paste it onto my slide like you guys already saw. My blue-footed booby, same thing. This is the website that I went to get information for the blue-footed booby. National Geographic, which is a great source, by the way, guys. I would definitely recommend going to National Geographic for a lot of your animal information because it's pretty concise. What I like about it is, you see how there's even a thing here that says behavior. So they really emphasize, you know, it's just easier to like specify things in here. You know, there's a bunch of different animals here, really cool stuff. So I would definitely go to National Geographic as a good resource. It's a reliable resource. So anyway, same sort of concept. I'm going to go up. I'm going to grab the link. I'm going to Control-C it to copy it. I'm going to go back to my citation thing here. I'm going to do another citation. So I'm going to click it. I'm going to put the website here. Control-V. I'm going to search for it. It gave me the name. I'm going to click select. It found everything except for the sponsor or the publisher. In this case, this is National Geographic is the publisher. How do I know? Because it says it right there, National Geographic. All right, so anyways, I'm going to go back to my citation. Final step. Notice that National Geographic is already there. It's there as the website title. So the website title and the publisher name are the same thing, so I don't have to rewrite it. I'm going to go ahead and, I'm going to double check everything else. There is no author. They don't show an author, but that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and create citation. And I am going to copy it, and it's done. Now, I will say this website may ask you to look at a commercial, and then it'll tell you that you have uninterrupted use of the website for 48 hours. The commercials are just like usually like Geico commercials or something, so it's not a big deal. It usually will ask you for your age. Just put in whatever age you want. If you want to be 43, you can be 43, it doesn't matter. Or you can put your real age in. It doesn't ask you for your name. It doesn't ask for any personal information except for your age. You can put whatever age you want. And then it'll show you a quick commercial, and it'll tell you, you know, you have these many seconds to watch the commercial, and then it'll say interact with the commercial. It wants you to click on something, and then it'll be gone. It is not going to damage your computer. It's just a silly little commercial that they want to do because that's how they get paid. That's all. So in any case, you can use this website. If you're not comfortable with that, that's fine. Like I said, you can use easybib.com. There are a ton of MLA citation websites out there. I just like Citation Machine and easybib.com. Those are my two favorite. Those are my go-to websites. But that's it. If you don't want to use a website, that's fine. Go to Canvas, go to modules, how-to videos, and look at the how to create it on your own. You can do your own MLA citation and not even have to use these websites. These websites make it super easy, but if you don't want to use a website, you can do it on your own by looking at the how-to video. In any case, that's how you do your MLA format. And yes, you are required to do that. So please make sure you do that. Learn how to do it. It is not difficult. It is not a difficult thing to do. So do it, okay? And that's it. That's your project. That's your project. So when is this due? Well, I would like for you guys to do this in the week. So try to get it done by Sunday. But everything shuts down May 22nd. So if you can't meet the Sunday deadline, you still have it to May 22nd, but please do not put this off. It will not take you very long to do this. It may take a couple of days to do the research, but don't wait to the last minute. Please don't wait to May 22nd, because once everything locks, everything's going to lock, and I'm not going to reopen it. So don't wait. Get right to it and learn something about these animals. All right, guys, so that's it. So I hope that you enjoyed this topic that we're doing. Let's go back to our monkey. I'm gonna put a little monkey song back on again because, you know, it's just cool. So I can get the music to start again. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong song. Let's try that again. I didn't realize this thing was playing like all of their songs. Here we go. Here's my monkey song. Here's my monkey song. All right. Let's go back to the monkey song. Oh, man, have a little fun. Enjoy, guys, enjoy this project. Really enjoy learning about different animals. It's a lot of fun. Any issues, remember, you can see me during office hours, Tuesdays at 10 o'clock or Thursdays at 1 p.m. See you soon. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.